Absolutely none. No. No words. No words. God, I should have said the poet. So beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. Look, you need to see what I've seen. You need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar Sun Our Starship Planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager in shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore our and all our, in fact, familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balanced combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your hearts, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she merges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
May the circle be overwhelmed, and may the love of the goddess be ever in your heart. Very peace and very heart, very meet again. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
ॐ महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्व महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूत महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागत्रमाराध्या ॐ महाभैरव पूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महाताण्डवसाक्षिणी महादावेशमहिषी महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
I should have said, oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Look, people need to see what I see. They need to see.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your, our new millennial law.
Okay. I thought it was a tradition. Maybe May sunflower for purity and blackness. This is Anna Marie, singing cricket, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, the Quebec. And I am also a French, English, and German. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule as the law of all the natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Welcome to our Earlies in the Days broadcast of the Co-Federation of the New Millennial Golden Rule of Earth and Planets, of the family community of love, life, and light. As you know, we start out our broadcast with some outreach calls, so we are going to be doing that right now. We'll put you on mute.
Okay, dearest youngest generations, you can see me holding up the marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and the heart light right now. And I'm going to be doing the whole ceremony, the holy ceremony later today, you know, as usual. Now, I want you to know that we are inviting all of our Shekinah and all our youth age 37 and younger, and a lot of other famous women and youth from all the heritages of the world and in North America and around the world to our great and grandmother's hat store tomorrow. And we're going to open the stargates. Now, Jackie has already assisted us with this. She doesn't know it, but she did. She assisted us already, and you're going to be hearing something from her tomorrow. I guarantee it. And I am going to assist her. And even though she's on the wrong mental path right now because the psychosocial reality around her is very inverted, I have the consciousness to assist all of us to open up the stargates, reunite Jackie and Harriet, not through passing, but through opening up the stargates with Lynn Margulies' children and their daughters, and a lot of the Margulies and Feldmarian clan. I've already called Hadassah and Marion and Stacy Anastasia, and Julianne Marie I've started with, but we're going to come back to her. I only started. We're coming back to her. Now, you know I make these calls in honor of Sarah Harriet, Rhea Rayette, Clara Ra, Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, Maria of Loving Flowing Kindness, and Grandma Popper, Better Than Mary Poppins, and Dorothy, and learning all the lessons of the Wizard of Oz. And we also make this in honor of all the men of this family, because they're, after the women gather, then we're going to open the door to the men. They're going to come also back. Julian, Louis, Alan, Emil, Oscar, Paul, Joseph, and Milton. You think I'm crazy, but I am not crazy. I am a genius. A genius is not a crazy person. A genius sees something that other people do not see. Now, Mileva Merrick Einstein and Albert Merrick Einstein were studied by me. They saw the stargates. Other people didn't see them. They worked with another family by the name of Rosen. They came up with the theory of the stargates. Then a lot of other physicists came up with it too. And they began to see, yeah, this is very possible. And a lot of them talk about this. But what they didn't understand was the social science. And you want to know something? Carl Alexander Sagan's sister is a social worker and a therapist. Got this? This is about social science, and it's about balance of gender. Okay? Now you're going to become, and you are already, equinox true Qs. You are going to come into a new world, a new millennia. Even though you're being pressured by your grown-up adults around you to have a very flattened concept of reality, which only gives you pills and tells you to follow authority. That is the wrong process. Creative thinking does not follow authority. It makes connections on its own, and it understands a deeper level. You have that in your family tree. You have great social scientists and physical scientists and biological scientists on your family tree. And I have to say, I'm the greatest social scientist that has ever lived right now. So you have to know I have a big gift to give you, and it is a goddess gift. It is the goddess within you. It is the divine feminine. The divine feminine is not only within women, it is in men, and it is the divine feminine in men that gives them the chance to have the fully risen divine masculine too, instead of becoming ape-like idiots. So I love you. You know you can call me 24/7. Vanessa, your mothers, your Shekinah are very much invited in this. I'm going to call your mother Victoria. I'm going to call your Cosina's Alicia. And start with some names, because I don't have their names, but we're going to give them proxy names until I have their names, and then we'll give them the real names when we learn them. But you have to be represented, and you are being represented. And I guarantee you have Casinas of the names like Victoria and Alicia. So your family, Vanessa, is being represented through me. I will connect with perhaps other Vanessas until I can connect with you directly, but I will make it clear to the other Vanessas that it is representing you, that you are extremely important. Vanessa, Vanessa, you may be one of the most important young women. In fact, you probably are. With Hadass and Solma, they're the most important young women who are in this generation. And Harlander's Laviz has the grace to have you in his life. I love you both. You have no idea how important you are. I give you huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. And did I say the name of the men? Julian, Lewis, Alan, Oscar, Paul, Joseph, and also, I'm also saying this for Doña Aurora Feliz and Maria Ringo Sweetheart, and Doña Aurora Feliz. Say hi and hug to Heather and Jam, Jam and Heather, and to on behalf of Whiskers and Tiger and Holly and Buttermilk and Blackie and Buttermilk and Felix and all the kitty cats and the flora and the fauna, all the furry friends, all the furry pets, and all the flora and the fauna, the butterflies, birds and bees, and all the people too of our local, global, universal neighborhood. You are already Equinox True Qs. Don't be afraid to be in connection. Huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. Vanessa and Harlander's Love is Vanessa. You can see me holding up. I'm broadcasting, but it's on mute. The budding, blooming, marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers on the heart light. That's you. You're both. You're already Equinox True Qs. I tell you, you are. You're going to be receiving an invitation today for tomorrow that is going to open up the stargates through our great grandmother's virtual Meet Me in the Air home-based hat store that gathers women and youth, female and male, age 37 and younger, of all our families and other families, very famous families, currently as famous as some of our family and more famous than some of our family. But our family is central, important to this. Harlan with Laviz and Vanessa and Harlan with Laviz, you've been under pressure to not use your imagination. You've been under pressure to have a very flat and non-dimensional concept of reality. You've been forced to fit into false authority. Patriarchy is false authority. Atlantis, the longest civilization that ever was known to this planet, was not patriarchal. It was egalitarian. The women and the men were equal. The women made the decisions as much as the men. The laws were made by women. They were very different. They were much more family friendly, and they were not all about amassing money. They were about harmony with nature, and they had enormous wealth, but it wasn't based primarily on money. It was based on a harmonious relationship with nature. So now I'm saying this in honor of all our great and grandmothers, as Hera Harriet and Rhea Rayette and Clara Ra and Precious Antoinette and Rose and Grandma Popper and Marie and Grandma Popper and Dorothy. You know all this. I'm saying it quickly because I have to move on to get you the emails quickly. And we've already called Hadass, your mom, and Julie Ann Marie to some extent, and we're going to add on and Georgine and all of the. You're going to be getting a longer message later today or sometime between today and tomorrow with a huge invitation that's going to a lot of very famous people, and also the names of the men of our family are Julian, Lewis, Alan, Abel, Oscar, Paul, Joseph, because they're going to come through afterwards. After you come through with your mamas, Cheryl's coming, Stacy Anastasia and her family is going to come. They're all being represented by me, and as long as I continue this, you cannot completely fall through. You cannot go into a complete state of stupid and evil, or even, I hope, be given the hook by Goddess God. But you are in danger of that because you've been ignoring me for a very long time. So I strongly urge Harlan Lewis Laviz to provide both your contact information to me by email, to do that voluntarily. If not, he's courting disaster. You know you can call me 24/7. I give you huge hugs. You are already equinox true Qs. Huge hugs, and this is in honor, of course, of readings from Donia Ruff-Lees and Mary Rainbow Sweetheart, and Donia Ruff-Lees. And I say huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. Whiskers and Tiger and Holly and Tiger and Buttermilk and Blackie and Buttermilk and Felix, all the flora and the fauna, all the furry friends, all the butterflies, birdies and bees, all the local, global, and universal people of our local, global and universal neighborhoods. You're already equinox true Qs. Huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. Oh, and I should also say, Sarah knows, and I'm going to make sure to get some kind of contact with the family of Donna and Abby in some way. And also, you know, if we can't get contact directly with Diana, we're going to go through some other Brinkman women, and in honor, we'll find out the name of her maiden names of her mother and grandmothers, and we'll honor them. And that will take care of the problem until Diana can wake up. I love you. Huge hugs. My marvelous, miraculous, glorious, holy baby girl sister, you are on the wrong track. You're completely on the wrong road, but you're going to be receiving an invitation today to the opening of the stargates that's going to happen through our virtual Meet in the Air hat shop, home-based hat shop of Harriet and Ray, and all the women that came to it, and all the women that and their children raised, including Jackie, who knows about this now. Jackie helped us yesterday. You're going to find out. You're going to be getting a message that involves Jackie very, very directly, and other women of our of that line, and all the Margulies line. We've already been in touch with Hadassah and Marion, and also lots of other Margulies women, and also Feldmarian and Silverkind and all kind of women. And they're all going to be invited, along with a lot of other really famous women from every heritage in North America and around the world. They're all going to be getting messages about this, because if there is even one evolved person on this planet, if it is me, it is enough to raise up the whole planet, I think. However, you are courting disaster yourselves by avoiding me the way you're doing and hanging out with people who are on the wrong patriarchal path. That is not what our society needs right now, and you've been doing it for a long time out of your own injury because of Dr. Strauss. You have to wake up. You're on the really wrong road. You're in a terrible danger. So I say this to you with an enormous amount of love. You're going to be getting a longer message today. And I say this in honor of Harriet, Ray, Clara, Ra, all their Shekinah, its sisters, Kazinas, all of them, including Ya, and you, Ya, and because the Ya is a feminine. You don't understand. Iuni. It is a feminine goddess name, but you don't seem to get it. Okay, and also Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, and Dorothy, Maria Flowing Kindness, Grandma Popper, Better Than Mary Poppins, Dorothy, Flowing, Dorothy, and all the blessings of the Wizard of Oz. And also the men of our family are going to be coming into it afterwards. I'm inviting every woman we've ever known, and that I've ever known. And also then I'm going to, after that, invite all the men I've ever known, all the men. They're going to get it. They're going to get this because I got it. I understand this completely. This is about goddess. This is about goddess, and it's universal. It isn't limited to one planet. It's universal. I am the solar goddess, Estrella. That's the Titan goddess that gave birth to all the other goddesses. Okay? Now, I love you. I want to give birth to you. So you're going to have a new birth. And I say this in honor of also the men of our family, Julian, Lois, Alan, Anna, Oscar, Paul, Joseph, and Milton. And I say huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. You can call me 24/7. Okay, well, this took us a little bit longer than we expected today, so we're going to be ending the broadcast now, and we're going to be coming back in a little while. We got the heart lights, and we got the budding blooming flowers, and you're going to look at them again right now, and we're going to be sending you your emails, and it's coming right away. This way, and this way. There we go. Do this right. Mushing. Okay. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay.